Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all, excuse me, I hope you're all doing okay. Gosh, the frog's arrived already, look. I'm just quite paranoid still about you not seeing what I'm doing, so I'm just going to stick a bit of tape on there until I've got it perfect. My camera is actually quite difficult to set up because, well, I need it to record in 16.9, as you know. But it only records in 16.9. I have to set it every time, and sometimes it just will not set to 16.9, excuse me. So I have to fiddle around for ages. Anyway, not your problem. I hope we're going to do just some quiet, fun stuff today. Well, I'm never that quiet. And I hope this brings you some peace and calm. Maybe brings your mojo back. Doing something a bit different. Somebody said they haven't got some lovely person bought Clementine. Do you remember me making that pink journal? Some lovely ladies bought that. Thanks to her. Thank you, Julie. So that's nice. She's already gone. But I will actually at some point show you some of my already done ones on Etsy. You can always go on Etsy to have a look. But the pictures don't really give it much of a muchness, really, do they? Anyway, I'm waffling as usual. I thought today we would have a craft along with my big journal, the big one. We're going to do a craft along with the big one. Remember my big one, this one? Hello, what's going on here? That's upside down. That's the right way around, yes. Is that the right way around? No, there we go. That's the right way around. I thought I might start putting some bits on these pages. I don't know which is going to be my first signature and which is going to be my second. But I have done the centre of one of them. Here we go. I showed you this. I'm sure I showed you this in one of my videos that I did. I need to do something there because that's the pocket, and the same here. And I want to add something to this as well. So that is going to sit in the centre there. Do I like that? Yeah, that goes. Yeah. So I'll put that in the centre of that one. I'd quite like to have something a bit different in the centres. That's pushed them out quite a way, actually. Let me have a look at my sample sheet. That's the A5 sample one. Oh, no, it's not too bad at all, actually. No, that's okay. So something for this one, for the middle. And what I thought I'd use is that that piece I showed you before. Is it in here? Did I put it in here, or have I put it somewhere else? No, it's here. It's in my basket, you know, my basket of goodies. Thought I'd use this. This is designed to be stuck down, so it means it's just a case of making something for the back that opens so I can sew it in, or making a double thing for the back. No, once I've sewn it in, then that can go in. So, and I thought this could then go in the middle of this big one here. And I think that could, yes, that'll look nice in there. So we need to make a back piece for this. And then what I'll do is when I've sewn it in, I'll glue the sides together and that will go in there. So let's make a back for this one then. So let's put that away for now so I don't get it messed up. Now I have some more of this, but we can use anything we want. What shall we use? Now I've got these lovely grungy postcards. Oh, that's a little bit small. No, I want something at least the size of this. And I was thinking of keeping, sorry, you can't see what I'm rummaging through, can you? What have I got in here that I could, that's quite nice. How about that? Let's pop you down for a second. Don't know if I can keep picking that up. That goes nicely, doesn't it? I could pop that on. I'd like that on the outside though, so if we did it like this, that bit would be on the inside. Needs to be a bit smaller, a bit shorter as well. So if we stick this on here to fit, I know it's only paper. I could I could back it to make it a bit thicker, couldn't I? Let's get it the right size for starters, shall we? Let's pop you on there and mark where we need to cut you. Pencil. Here we go. Mark where we need to cut you first. Cut you there. Or should we cut a bit off either side so it... Oh, does it? It doesn't really matter, does it? I'll cut you there. Before I do it, I'm just going to see if there's anything else I would prefer. Sorry about that. I made this decision and now I'm thinking of change. I've got quite a few choices here, that's all. No, we're going to stick to this. What's the time? Let me just write the time down. There we go. Let's do that. I'm really sorry. My last video that I did, it went really overran. So sorry about that. Put my son said, "Oh, Mum, you can't make them that long. Maybe I want to watch them." He could be right. Where are my marks? There's that mark. And there's that mark. So anyway, I will endeavour to keep them at least. Oh, that won't fit in. What a shame. I will try and keep them a little less. At least you know. I don't mind it going a fraction over an hour, but I really would prefer it if it didn't. I don't think it's a bit much for people to watch otherwise. Right. I don't want you two bits. I'm actually going to throw those away. We're going to have the butterfly at the top and that there. That's nice. And then that will open up like that. So I think we're going to cover this. Let me get my neutral scraps out. Let's see if I got some nice neutral scraps to cover this with. There we go. We've got a piece of this here. That should go on. Have I got anything a bit thicker? Let me just have a quick peek. Don't think so. But it'll still be too thick. So that, you know, 2 pieces of paper. So it'll still be 160 GSM. I don't think I've got anything. Oh, I've got these. They're a bit thicker actually. Oh, let's just, and that one is too. Let's just have a peek at these and see what we think. I know I've cut this one to size now. That would thicken it up no end, wouldn't it? Yeah, I quite like that idea. So let's cut this down then. It's just a scrap bit. I think it's come out of a... I'm just going to cut the top of that off and then work from there. Because I think the top is straight. I won't swear on it, but I think the top's straight. So let's use that as a straight mark. No, it's not straight. Anyway. Right then. Let's mark this so we can do it just the right size. I can't believe that. I cut it a fraction too short. Oh, what am I like? What am I like? Let's do this one instead. I like this piece as well. Actually, that's a really nice grungy bit, that. Oh, woman, make your mind up. Make your mind up. That's too small, isn't it? Yep. Oh dear, oh dear. Don't think I've got any others. Oh, what? What am I like? I'm just wading through all my bits of junk, you know, scraps. Wading through my scraps. That's a lovely piece. That is a very nice piece of paper. Ooh, that's a nice big piece. There we go. Use that. Put all them back. I'm not going to change my mind this time and do it wrong. Pop you on here. Right then, how am I going to join it? I'm going to use a strip. That's how I'm going to join it. So we'll mark you there, and let's not completely cut it the wrong way this time. Where's my mark? There, and there. So yeah, just a little craft along. It's going to be interesting, I thought, to see how we're going to embellish these big pages. Let's put you back in a scrap box, and these strips in here that I can use to put these two together. Let's get those strip outs. I had to tidy up and I put everything away because I don't know if you saw my last video, but the mess was just driving me mad. Can't work in a mess, sadly. I know some people can. I think I might use a piece of this actually. Yeah, I'll use a piece of that. Yeah, can't work in a mess. So I'm going to have that on the outside and this on the inside. So you need gluing to that. Like that. Like that. Like that. So that's on the inside and that's on the outside. Although I actually prefer that now, but never mind. Let's go like that. Right. This, having turned what should have been a very simple job into a not so simple job. And I'm fairly certain I left my thing open on my glue stick, so that's going to be dry. Aren't you? I was tidying up. I noticed, yeah, I did leave the lid off. Don't know if you've ever done that, but if you have, you just have to cut. I don't know if I can get it going. I doubt it. No, I can't. I've done this before. You do waste a bit of glue, but this saves wasting the whole thing, you know. So I just cut that bit off that I've wasted. It's gone dry. There you go. Little hack for you. Put that in the bin. And then this should be sticky. Get that going. So let's glue you. Oh, still a bit dry, but I'll get it going and hopefully it will stick down all right. I do not like wasting stuff. Not when things cost so much now. It costs so much in this country, I know that much. I think it's the same in a lot of places. I know America's struggling with the cost of living as well, but we've been struggling in this country for an awfully long time. Not struggling as they do in some countries, I am well aware. You know, I know compared with an awful lot of countries, we're very lucky. But I'm not going to get too political here. This is a glue rubber. I'm sure many of you have seen them. But if you're new here, this is what this is, a glue rubber. When you've got glue in places you don't want, you just use this glue rubber and it takes it off. There's a bit more on there still. There we go. Oh, let's put the lid on because you're a bit weird at the moment. Right, put you in there, and you out. There we go. I know they're both the same size, but I still managed to not get them lined up, you know. Oh, I want that. Right, this, I don't think I've inked much of this. I'm going to ink down here. What are we using? I'm going to use frayed burlap. I know we've used a lot of ground espresso. I'm going to use ground espresso. Let's go along here. There we are. And we'll do along here. So, Hope you're all right. I can't remember the last time I talked to you. I think it was Monday or Tuesday. I can't remember. I think it was Monday. Yes, I think it was Monday. It was either Monday or Tuesday afternoon. I think it was fairly certain it was Monday. Not that it make any difference to you because I schedule these videos anyway. I'm just trying to think what I've told you and what I haven't. So anyway, there might be new people out there who haven't heard me rabbiting before. So you're not going to see this piece of paper. So it doesn't really matter that it's not inked. It doesn't have to be perfect either. But I am going to use... Oh, you know what I didn't do? Oh, I didn't fill that up. Let's use this. I'm not going to make you sit and watch me struggle with that because I got too... I didn't get it filled up like I promised I would. Twice now I've said I'll fill that up and I didn't. So I'm going to use my book binding glue from Pinflair. It's very, very good glue. I used to use it all the time until I discovered... whatchamacallit, art glitter glue, and then I discovered this tacky glue which works really well. There we are. Glue that on there. It's not very straight. And glue it on here as well. Let's turn it over so I've got this right. We've got to have room to bend. We do have to have room to bend. There we are. Yeah, I got it right way up. Oh, horrible fitting then. I got this upside down, but of course the butterfly's at the top. Yeah. Now you've got to bend this way, mister. Oh, you haven't glued on. It's very good glue. It hasn't stuck very well as I'd have liked. Let me just fold that. Oh, it's only because it's not been folded before, I think. Yeah, that's glued. There. So when we open that, that will be glued down the sides after I've put it in the journal, and that will poke out. There. There's another centre for the other one. Happy with that. Let's put that in the centre then. And then we can move on with them. What one shall we... Well, we can start on either one. There you go. In you go, mister. Let's start on this one. Let's do something on here. Right. Right, I've inked it all because I will spend ages doing that. And I've still got my stuff out from doing those postcards, but I might make some postcards in this one. So I haven't put those away, but I'm going to use that. So, sorry, just a bit of coffee. I'd like to thank all the new people that have subscribed. Thank you very much indeed. It means the world to me. It really does. So I'm very appreciative. Yeah, it really helps me out no end. What one shall we do? Shall we do this one? This is the front page of this, sorry, excuse me, of this journal. Oh, this signature, not the journal, the signature. And I've got 3 of these. I like these because they're quite big and I think they make a good impact for the... Save that one for a bigger page because it's slightly bigger than the other 2. Use this one. Right, you're going on the front there like that, mister. So let's glue you on. And if you're going to do what you did before, I'm going to get my art glitter out instead. It should glue well. It is very good glue. I used it for years when I was card making. I'm trying to remember. Mind you, if you just Google Pinflair, you'll get the glue come up if you're interested. Excuse me. Sorry about the frog. He just seems to know when I turn the camera on, you know. Good news is I have an asthma appointment on Monday, next Monday, so I've only got the weekend to go. I am taking my inhalers and tablets and everything, but yeah, getting it sorted. Have to wait a long time to see our doctors though, that's the only trouble. But right, so I'm making sure it's glued down. Yeah, that has. Now, shall we put bits in it, or shall we move now? Let's see what we've got to put in it, shall we? Let's finish the page. Right, we've got all these, and we've got let's get out everything I've got that can go in the pockets. They can't. Sorry. I noticed the other day I was wearing a shirt which had paint on it when I was doing some mixed media a little while ago, and I got paint on my shirt. But hey ho. Right. These are all for going inside pockets, so let's see what we're doing here. Oh, a nice tall tag for the top. Well, that one matches. I don't want to match one. That would go nicely. Either side. That's quite a nice one, isn't it? Not as tall as I'd like. I might have to make a much taller one. I'd like one really tall. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to make a much taller one to go there. It wants to be about there, doesn't it, really, I think. So it needs to be another, what? An extra 5 centimetres to a couple of inches. So we'll make one a couple of inches taller for there. I'll do that in a minute. What should we put in here? You're a nice one. You'll need backing, but we'll just pretend that's 5 centimetres longer for now. That can go there. Maybe that's it. What have we got in here? So much to choose from. That is the thing. I love having lots to choose from, but can make the task a bit more difficult, a bit more daunting. So I see we've either got quite large, quite small. Okay. That one's quite a nice one. It's the same sort of height, but it's thinner. There, that's nice. Like that. And then one for the bottom here. Oh, what's this? Oh, it's quite like that on there. Oh, how about this? Yeah. Yeah, that looks nice, doesn't it? We'll grunge them up a bit and back them up, shall we? Back them up. That sounds weird, doesn't it? Right, so let's do you three then. And I've got to do a new one for you. So let's pop that over there. And we'll get a bit of card to make you longer. Let's just see what I've got in my stash as far as... no, I've got nothing that's suitable for one that long. Let's see what I've got in the old Tim Holtz. I got so much Tim Holtz paper and I never use the darn stuff. What have I got here? We can make one out of this, can't we? Should we make one out of this piece? This is a very old Tim Holtz. That size, but 5 centimetres longer. So let's pop you there. You won't be able to see this. Is a piece of A. Right, we want another 5 centimetres on, don't we? Thereabouts. So we want to make it. There is an easier way of doing this. There we go. About that big. Stick it up a bit more. I can always cut it off, but I can't put more on. So I'll cut you there. And the width was about right, so we'll Cut you there. Now, this is a big bit of paper, so I'm going to have to get my really big trimmer out, I'm afraid. Let's just move you out the way for a second. Get my big trimmer out. And we'll get the big piece off first, and then we can see what we're doing. I know you can't see this end, I'm afraid it won't all fit on my table. There we go. This is a little bit, I'm going to keep that piece out at hand in case I need to make some more, and that one there. That one there. My blades, and we'll keep that scrap on. It's a bit dull, but I actually quite like this fluffy effect. I really quite like. I know a lot of people don't like it, but I actually quite like that fluffy effect. I think it's quite. Oh, that's a nice side as well. Elementary arithmetic. Oh, let's have this. Cut them off. You and you. And we'll pop a hole in the middle. I think this one will require an eyelet as well because it's there we go. You can go back, Sarah, because we're not going to use you now. We're going to use this instead. Right. Sorry, my chair is squeaking a lot. We need to put, I suppose you could write on that, couldn't you? Got lines to write on. Might leave that. We'll just I'll see when I back the others. Let's do some embellishing on here. I got my little embellishing bits out. Early butterflies. I have got a butterfly on that. Pop you there for a second. Let's see what we've got on here. A big mess. A big mess. That looks like it might be interesting. Don't want too much on, do we? Because it's quite nice. This one. Maybe something like that. Something like this, and then maybe you could go there. Oh, I like that better. What else could we put on? We can put on a oh, they're words. Don't want words. Don't want one the same, do we? Want something a little stamp. I do like stamps. Let's pop a stamp on somewhere, couldn't we? A stamp up there. That colour, that really doesn't look right on there. I don't know why. Where are the rest of my stamps? Here they are. Quite like the idea of stamp. I'm just not keen on that particular one for some reason. So Birdie, little bud. Oh, why don't I like that one, I wonder? Oh, they're virtually the same, look. Well, that's strange, isn't it? It's that one or that one. Oh, that one's better. Pop that up there, maybe. Maybe not. Maybe not. It's not floating about. I wanted to put something underneath it, but I like the backing so much, I don't think I'm going to bother. I'm not going to put anything on the back. I'm going to grunge them up a bit. And where's my material? What's underneath? I don't think there's anything suitable underneath. No, there isn't. Pop you guys there for a minute. I've got some material here. A bit of strip of this on the back might be nice. Oh, you might go. You're a bit lighter. Pop you on there. Oh, I like that. You go on there. Let's stick you more to the edge so we can see your ruffly bits. And then one of these nice big dark tags I've got here. I found a pot to put them in now. So how about you up there? Well, this is coming together. Although I want you all on the other side. There you go. That sort of stuff there. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. I was going to... a thing from Shrek. I shouldn't say it too much. I don't know what they'll do, but he used to go, that'll do, donkey. And I always say that now, every time. I think that'll do. It's never just that'll do, it's that'll do, donkey. So let's do a bit of inking up. Do the edges with this. And then I'm going to... Oh, let's move you out of the way. And then I'll do over the top with a bit of vintage photo, I think. You might only get 1 or 2 tags done or 1 page done, but it doesn't matter. Like I say, there's no hurry. We're doing 2 projects, so I'll probably alternate between the 2 so we don't get, you know, too bored with one. And I'll do some off camera, obviously. I was thinking about doing a tutorial on Suffolk puffs, actually, because I'm just whinging that a bit more, because I do need some more, but that's to do with that sewing. I wasn't sure if it's what you'd want, so let me know in the comments. I mean, they're very easy to make, you know. You probably all made them before, you know. We call them in the UK Suffolk puffs, but they call them yo-yos in America. Go quiet now while I concentrate on cutting this weird shaped label out. Again, this is, I'll put Tracy Fox and Tina from Shabby Dabby Doodah in my description, and then you can check them both out, because this fairly certain is from one of them. But I bought these all over the last 5 years, and I you know, at the time I didn't really need to remember who bought me what, you know. Who bought me what I bought off whom, should I say. Right, then let's have a go at gluing you all on. I think I'm going to use a bit of yucky fabric tack on here. Yeah, so when I get things now, not that I don't get that much from Etsy, I must admit. I got so many digikits now that what I do is print them off and use them in a different way and things like that. Sorry, I'm just trying to get this piece on here. Bum, bum, bum. Right, and I'm going to use my silicone spatula because I happen to have nail varnish, and the easiest way to get nail varnish on is get fabric tack on it. Yeah, I've actually done my nails, look, it's a miracle. I do occasionally do my nails. Let's glue you up, mister. Whoops. Pop you about there. God, it's autumn here now. Well, it's autumn in a lot of places now, but it's ever so warm today. I could have put my washing out after all, look. Yeah, it's a very warm autumn day, that's for certain. These are sticker ones, yep, I thought they were. Yeah, excuse me, quite like that. I'll put some of this in it. Shall we put an eyelet in? I don't need this, I do need that. Right, eyelets. I don't know if this will work. Oh, it hasn't gone on properly. Oh, no, hasn't gone on at all. Let's try that again. I think it's that bit that does it. This one does not like backs, you know, the little washers on the back. It doesn't like, oh, it's not going to use that. It does not like these ones that aren't thinged around the edge, you know. I'll show you what I mean. Like that one is just, this one is just straight like that, can you see? And these have little fluted bits, and my machine will not use those ones, which you're supposed to use a washer with, because it doesn't like the washers. It's unless I'm using my machine wrong, which no, probably is the answer. So if anybody knows what causes it, there you go, works perfectly, that one. But I can't find any of that colour, you know, of the darker colour in that style. You know, I can get the size, but I can't get the bits at the back, you know. I don't know what you'd call it, really. It's kind of like pre-cut or something. Anyway, I haven't been able to manage to get anything like that, so... Thing is, I get a lot offline, and you can't actually see online exactly what you're looking at, you know. I just go by size, and then I mean, it'll do the big ones because they're from We Are Memory Keepers, which is where that's from, I think. There. Let's cut you off there. Cut that a little bit shorter. There we go. That's him done. Let's ink him up. I'm going to leave the back for now. If I feel, when I'm at the end, if I feel it's too thin, then I'll go back and pack it. Get rid of those pesky corners. So, that's for you, mister. You can go in there nicely. There. Oh, it's just coming out the top. I like that. Which is, this one's next. Now, this will need backing. Let me just get a bit of backing card out of my stash. Here we are. Have I got a piece started? That's too small, I think. There we go. Got a few bits here, backing card. Pop you up there with that piece of... Oh, look at that. It just fits on. It just fits on. It does too. Let's glue you on there. This is definitely a Tracy Fox label. I can guarantee that much. I do know it's definitely a Tracy Fox label. I do love these. I've used them loads of times in different ways. Like I said, I've used them as decoration as well, not as a tag, just as a piece of decoration. This glue's not a very good tube, I've decided. So I'm not going to be around the last week of October, but as I do all my videos or my quite a way in advance, then I schedule them to come out 3 times a week. Hopefully it shouldn't make too much difference at all to you guys anyway. I might just have to do maybe a couple more the week before I go. Maybe do, 5 that week instead of 3, and then there won't be a pause. There won't be a. Not that it really matters, but I do like to get 3 out every week if I can. A bit more coffee. Right, let's make you look gorgeous. Let's make you look gorgeous. We'll put a different top on you. Shall we put one of these on there? That looks good, doesn't it? I think the others are all too big. Have I got one that just folds over? I have got a couple of ones that just fold over. Oh, that's cool. I like that. Yeah, I'll put that on there. It's nice to use something a bit different, isn't it? This is literally just an off-cut piece of card that I've turned into a tidbit. It's quite a springy piece of card, so excuse my arm. I'm going to put a clip on it. Right, that can dry while I decide what I put on it. Let's get some stuff out. Again, it's got a lovely background, so I don't need much. I found this the other day. I quite like it, actually. In fact, I really like it. It's the last bit I've got left. But that would look cool down there, wouldn't it? I think it would. Oh, there they are. I have you down there. Right, nice and slightly smaller one of those. Whoops, whoops. Sorry, just dropped the other bit I had left. Back in the basket. What are we going to put on you? There's a stamp. I do like stamps. I didn't put one on the other one in the end, did I? Sorry, it's my bracelet again. Hum hum hum. Oh, what's this? You see what I'm just rummaging through all these bits. I want to cover. No, I like these, but I want to cover that red one up because is there 2 here? No. So put you there. Pop you on top. I'll cut this out. I could spend hours auditioning, but I think auditioning bits is one of the best bits of crafting, isn't it? So there's no hurry if the whole point of, isn't it? What makes it relaxing is auditioning different pieces, and not hurrying. I don't think craft could be hurried. Not in my mind, not in my house, because I just don't do anything in a hurry. I start the day with armchair yoga, so that kind of tells you it all, doesn't it, really? But I use my armchair yoga as a form of meditation as well. I'm just absolutely addicted to it now. I started a month ago, and that's it. I can't do it all the time now. Absolutely love it. And, it's designed, I think, for disabled people, which is why it's called armchair yoga. Oh, that's the wrong way around. I like the idea of that one down there. Yep, like that. Like that composition I do. You can stay there for now. You know. Right. This is quite a heavy piece of ribbon, this, so I'll have to get some more, won't I? I've got quite a big wide one, I think, but I haven't got this thin. This is grey grain, this, and I haven't got any more of this grey grain. I haven't. Yeah, so if you've never tried armchair yoga, I highly recommend it. And it's a good introduction to yoga anyway, but it's a it's a good way to start your day. It takes me like 7 minutes, that's all. They're all under 10 minutes, so it really doesn't take much time out of your day. I mean, I do have 2 cups of coffee before I start. Don't go anywhere without having had my coffee, but you know, it get all the fabric gets everywhere, doesn't it? Yeah. And it's just an app on my phone. It's nothing fancy. And yeah. I love doing those sort of things in your own house. You know, you don't have to traipse off to a yoga class in the middle of the week or anything. I'm not one for classes, I'm afraid. I prefer to do these things on my own. It's like when I go swimming, I swim on my own. I just do a few lengths and get out the pool. I'm not one for doing the water aerobics with a whole class. A bit antisocial like that I am. I like to just do my own thing. And then yet some people love to just only do it in a class, you know, because they feel they need the motivation, which is fair enough, you know. Bum, 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 bum. Thinking of giving Pilates a go as well. I've got I'd like to strengthen my core a little bit because I have a dodgy spine. I was born with a weird spine, and you know, if I could strengthen my core, it would help my spine. Well, yeah, I like this. This has come together nicely. I washed my mat, but over here, I don't know if you can see it. You probably can't. I got stays on it, and as you know, stays on. So that was not coming off anytime soon. I have got some chalk cleaner, and if all else fails, then I'll get some, you know, rubbing alcohol or white spirit or something like that. Oh, I can't open this one this time. Okay, get in. Use the stick. P-D-D. There we go. There we go. Right, little mister. That's you, mister. There we go. Let's pop you in. I might just do your corners. Might just do you and you. We'll give you an ink up. These lovely ones from Tracy need next to nothing doing to them. You can just sort of leave them as they are, really, if you want to. Happy with that. That's that one done. You might just get one page done, mightn't we, which will be nice. Let's get you out. You need backing. I kept some backing paper out. Here it is. There would be a good place, so let's glue you there. These pages are going to take a while because they're so big, you know, and I've made some large ephemera to go with it, you know, large pockets and the like, so as to I've also got some small ones, and what I'll do is I'll put more than one on the page when I use the small ones. I think that'll look quite nice. I'd like to make some more of those nice postcards I made the other day. They were good fun. I like putting postcards in my journals. I don't put enough in because they're so I always leave them so they can write on the back. And it's a lovely way just to send somebody a message, because postcards are so much a thing of the past now, because people just click on the camera and that's it. You don't have to pay for postage, which I could, considering the amount of postage I can appreciate that. But it's still nice, isn't it, to receive something in the post, isn't it? I'm going to put you on the side, or are we going to put you on the side and put something in you? Oh, I think I'll do that. We will make that a pocket. Gosh, it's warm in here. I might have to put my fan on. Let's get this one finished first, though. Pop you there. You'll make your pocket. What should we put on top? Is it one of you? One of you would fit. I'm not sure I like that one, though. This one would go on nicely. You think? Yeah, I'll put you on. It's just a straight one, that, but the back's that. I'll probably I'll probably stamp something on that. I often go through my journals at the end and do some stamping. If I feel there's something missing somewhere, I'll stamp it. Here we go. Just stick you on for a second or two. Glue around you. I don't think you'll need backing. I think you'll be... Thank you. Yes, I did. One of my favorite, I've said this before, it's one of my favourite ways to embellish is to put a pocket on. Pockets on pockets. What can go in there then? What have we got that can go in there? Something diddy. I've got some diddy bits and bobs. I know I have. Let me just pull this round, can I? So, oh, I know where some diddy ones are. In here. Oh, there's one for starters. That's actually too big, believe it or not. Oh, no, it will fit in, but these are all going to be too big. They are. Oh, you may not be. Oh, you'll be cute, wouldn't you, sticking out there? I'll back you then, I think. Yeah. Just found this too. That would be nice on there. Oh, I don't want two of those. Yeah, we'll back that and put that on. So, what have we got on here? So you're going to go in there. You're going to go there. Ooh, you're quite majestic. You can go there. He's a bit big. Let's get a smaller one out. Ooh, let's do this one. What about this one? I'll put something up there as well. Oh, I like that. That's what we're going to do. There we go. Take you off. Let's pop you up there. There we go. We finished one page. We also made the centre for the other one too, didn't we? We also did that. You don't have to just use these bits. I mean, I might have when I'm off camera, I'm going to have a rummage around my stash and see what else I can pop in there that will look nice with it all as well. I like to have a bit out, otherwise you spend forever rummaging through your stuff. I mean, I still do that as well, don't I? Rummage through my stash, but the more you've got out, the less you have to do that. There we are. That's going to go down there. And you're going to go on. Sorry. I know some people cover their bracelets up. But I wouldn't remember, to be perfectly honest. I just wouldn't remember to do that. I don't click that often. Right, those four, and then that in there. Yeah. This is my tiny bit card. I threw a bit away actually. No, that wasn't big enough. Let's get you out. I do want a bit of card on this though. Do want a bit of backing on this one. I might put a little pull on this because I think it can fall right in and get stuck in there. Yeah, it might go right in. Oh, I don't know, that looks nice, doesn't it? I'm pleased with that. Let's bring you back round. Very happy with that. I like those staggered layers. They're good. I'm very happy with that. Let's move that out of the way. Right then, we're gonna leave it there. As you know, we did that center page, didn't we? We finished that off and put this on and made 3 tags for it. So very pleased with that. Might carry on and do a bit more myself, or might wait for the next video. We'll see. I think the next one might be a little bit on the double-ended journal, but I'll see how I feel. Leave you in suspense. Anyway, thanks for crafting along with me today. Hope you've had a nice time, and take care, everyone. Bye.